Hi everyone, let's give fractions a try. On the first couple of slides, there's a couple of jokes, statements that, well, they play on fractions, but you'll be able to see in them that there's something wrong with what they're saying. Okay, so political candidate says the top half of students are well educated, the bottom half receive extra help, but the middle half we are leaving out. A half means something is split in two. How can we have three halves? Okay. Pizza shop. Pizza you just ordered. Do you want to cut in 4 pieces or 8? Oh my, only 4. I could never eat 8. But if it's a medium pizza, it's a medium pizza, even if they don't cut it at all, or they just cut it in 2 pieces, or they cut it in 16 pieces. It's still the same size. It's still a medium-sized pizza. Okay. So again, if there's only 1 piece, 4 pieces, or 8 pieces to the whole pizza, it's still a whole pizza. And the way you can figure that out is reducing, okay? So trying to express it in smaller terms. So 8 over 8, well, what number goes into both of those? 8. So 8 over 8 will reduce down to 1 over 1. As you can see here. So 8 over 8, you can start reducing it. And maybe it'll take a couple of tries to get to the lowest number, but that's okay. So 8 over 8, what goes into both of them? Maybe you say 2. So if 2 goes into 8, it gives 4. 2 also goes into 8, then that'll give 4 over 4. But 4 over 4 isn't the lowest. What can go into both of the 4s? A 2. So then it reduces to 2 over 2. But then you can still reduce it further, 1 over 1, and 1 over 1 is 1. It represents a whole. And again, if you think of a circle or if you think of a pizza, it's the whole pizza. Okay, so let's give this one a try. How do we reduce? For example, 1 over 5, can we reduce it? No. The only thing that goes into both 1 and into the 5 is 1. So it's as low as it can go. 2 over 4. Can 2 over 4 be reduced? Yes, because 2 divides evenly into both 2 and into 4. 7 over 14. What number can go into both of those? 7. So if you divide 7 into 7, it gives you 1. Divide 7 into 14, it gives you 2. Then that would reduce to 1/2. 7 over 10. That one can't be reduced. There's no number that will go evenly into both 7 and 10. So as you can see here, 1 over 5 is the lowest. 2 over 4 can be reduced to 1/2 because 2 can go into 2, which would give you the 1. And 2 goes into 4, which would give you the 2, so 1/2. Same as 7 over 14. 7 goes into both of them. 7 goes into 7, 1, so you write the 1. 7 goes into 14, 2, so you've got 1/2. And then, as I mentioned, 7 over 10 is the lowest. It can't be reduced further. So here's a little exercise for you to try. So the representations of the pizza pies on the top matches with one on the bottom. It's the same fraction, only one is larger and the other is in smaller terms. So take a moment and see if you can figure it out. You pause the video now, and then when we start it up, we'll go over the answer. Okay, so let's look at the 1/5. What down in the bottom row is the exact same as 1/5? The 2/10. Okay, so you can see that the pie is cut into 10 pieces for the bottom one And if you color in 2 of them, that's the same as the 1/5. And the way you know that is to take the 2 over 10, reduce it. What goes into both numbers? 2. So 2 goes into 2, 1, and 2 goes into 10, 5. So therefore, by reducing that, it gives you the 1/5, which is up above. The next one, 1/3. 1/3 is the lowest. So what's one that's in larger terms? The one right below it, 3 over 9. As you can see, the picture's the same, but also by reducing 3/9, what goes into both of those numbers evenly? 3. 3 goes into 3, 1. 3 goes into 9, 3. So in reduced terms, the 3/9 is the same as 1/3. 6 over 12. This one's pretty easy to have a look at. You can tell that even though the pizza's cut into 12 pieces, half of the pie is colored in red. And we know this reduces down to a half because 6 can go into both of those numbers. So 6 goes into 6, 1. 6 goes into 12, 2. So reduced is 1/2. And 1/2 is down below it on the chart. 6/8. So this one, the pie is cut into 8 pieces, and 6 of them are shaded in. 6/8. We can reduce that further. What goes into both 6 and 8? Evenly. 2 does. So 2 goes into 6 3 times. 2 goes into 8 4 times. So 6/8 will reduce down to 3 over 4, or 3/4. And 3/4 is down below, farthest to the left. Okay. So now give this one a try. Stop the video for a couple of minutes and try this one. From the pictures on the previous slide, match up equal fractions on the left and one on the right. Okay, so I know we did it up above. Let's try this. Okay, so again, reduce the ones that you can and do the matching. Pause the video for a couple of minutes till you get this done, and then we'll go over the answers. Okay, so you can see here where number 1, the 1/5, matches to D, which is 2/10. You can see that number 2, 1/3, matches with B, 3/9. Number 3, 6/12, reduced is a half, so that matches up with C, which is 1/2. And 4, which is 6/8, can reduce down to 3/4, and that matches with A, which is 3/4. Okay, so now we're going to move away from fractions, pure fractions of the reducing, and we're going to change them into decimals. So the way you change a fraction into a decimal is take the numerator is the number on the top, the denominator is the number on the bottom. Okay, what you're going to do is you're going to divide the numerator by the denominator. So in other words, 1, you're going to divide 5 into 1, and it's going to give you a decimal. Okay, so 1 divided by 5 gives you 0.2. 1/3, so 1 divided by 3 gives you 0.33, and that's actually 0.33 repeating. 6 divided by 12 gives you 0.5. 6 divided by 8 gives you 0.75. And again, you can do this on your calculator. So this one here, you would actually put in your calculators 3 divided by 4, and it's going to give you 0.75. 3 divided by 9 is going to give you 0.33. 1 divided by 2 is going to give you 0.5. And 2 divided by 10 is going to give you 0.2. Okay, so now what we're going to do is add fractions together. But before we add them together, we're going to change them to decimals. So we've got our first one, which is 1/5 plus 3/4. So we're going to change our 1/5 to 0.2, right, by taking the 1 divided by 5. And then our 3/4, 3 divided by 4, is going to give us 0.75. So 0.2 plus 0.75 is going to give us 0.95. So stop the video for a second and give the rest of them a try, and then we'll go over them. Okay, so hopefully you stopped the video so you could go over them, and now we're going to take the 1/3 plus 3/9, which is 0.33 plus 0.33 to give us 0.66. Then we have our 6/12 plus 1/2, again 6 divided by 12 plus 1 divided by 2 gives us 0.5 plus 0.5 gives us 1, or a whole pizza. And then we have 6/8 plus 2/10. 6 divided by 8 is 0.75. 2/10, 2 divided by 10 gives us 0.2. And that again gives us 0.95. Okay, so hopefully this helps. Hopefully you gave it a try to make sure that you understood the exercise, and I will provide you with more examples to give a try. Thanks, everyone.